Hello everyone. I want to explain a bit about our automation tool COFASO eSchematic in this video. So I will quickly create a new project and also explain in between about the sub-circuits that we have to create in order to automate three-line schematic generation process. So COFASO eSchematic learns from your own project, of course, but we need to teach COFASO how to use those sub-circuits. We call them sub-circuits, dynamic macros, so that it can use them in a way that the system can configure those sub-circuits. So first of all, of course, we give to our users knowledge database, but at the end, we need to teach to the system how to use the sub-circuits from your own project. So I start with a new project. First of all, in order to create the sub-circuits, I need a two levels project. So I choose here two levels, right mouse button or two levels directly. And I will say here eSchematic example. So, okay. And then here is my project. And then one more click. I don't need those ones at the moment. Yeah. So for instead of HLA, I will simply put here MCC. I'm also explaining at the moment actually how structure of these sub-circuits dynamic macros should be. So in our case, here is gonna be, let's say I will design a star triangle schematic. So as I told you, I will just copy and paste from one of my projects as a main sub-circuit. So approximately here, I will place it. And then I will not need this motor because this is gonna be modular. I will design it as a sub-circuit, so we don't need numbers at all either. Let's just delete the numbers. So I don't need in my main sub-circuit switch here either because that's gonna be modular as well. So more or less like this, I think. Then I will get from here eSchematic insert circuit box. So more or less like this, I will just use this pink box, and the alignment of this pink box actually at the moment is inside left. It means COFASO is gonna consider this left side, this line as a like a wall, then the system is going to decide how far is going to be from the previous circuit. But of course, all this depends on the actual circuit, the sub-circuits that you wanna design, that you wanna structure. So double click or simply one click on this pink box and property tab here. So MCC is correct. The location is star triangle. That's right too. And then the designation is going to be star triangle only or star triangle point star triangle would be as well. So, okay. And the same explanation I can put here as well. So for this circuit, I don't need a reference circuit because it's the main sub-circuit. So before I create my sub-circuit in the knowledge database, just quickly, in order to set rules for your sub-circuits, we have here necessary circuits. We have here unpermitted circuits. We have here sufficient circuits, reference circuit, and all this help us to define our own rules. For example, here here, when you go eSchematic circuit rules, I've just created only one circuit at the moment. That's why I don't have more. But if I had more, I could say, for example, this circuit, and then with these buttons, I can say this is unpermitted, this is necessary, this is sufficient, etc. And then also I can simply type here in English, German, in other languages. In the first place, of course, all these languages are gonna come, but then when you change the interface language of COFASO, the system is gonna take only one of it, which matches with the interface language. So these lines are to define in different languages, the explanations. So here I have start triangle, point start triangle, and then I need to create circuit. Then it's going to be saved in my knowledge database. Then I will simply create second page and then copy this and paste. Let's do it in the same place. Yeah. So, okay. So copy here. And then go to symbol libraries. In the IEC library, I will search here motor. By the way, you can also get this look. You can also see overviews of the symbols, or like this. So in the IEC library, I will search for motor, and then with my mouse wheel. So here, first this one I will need. So approximately here I will place it. I'm just using the other circuit as a reference circuit, but now I will delete this one. I will not need those ones. Or simply control all and then just this one. But let's create now the logic of this subcircuit. Then the logic must be here now, motor types. And let's say start triangle motor. Okay, let's choose all of it. Then here also the same. Okay. And let's take this as a default, and reference circuit must be start triangle, point start triangle. The previous subcircuit that we have created is going to be my reference circuit. It means bring me this motor only if I have start triangle dot start triangle. So, okay, right mouse button, create circuit, Control C, Control V, like this. It's not important that they connected to each other, by the way. As soon as you have this pink box, COFASO does not consider these lines. So now we have star triangle, we have motor types, we have star triangle motor with temperature limiter, let's say. Okay, and here also, okay. And this is not default. The first one I will get as default. And now reference circuit start triangle, that's right. So now that is correct. I can save it from here, but we need to change the motor. We forgot to change the motor. So go to the symbol libraries and then get this motor and then delete this one. So again, let's save this one, and right mouse button, create circuit. Now they are ready. So this is start. So one more sub-circuit I want to create, which is gonna be, but I need to take this as a reference. So I will do it like this, and then in order to make it correct, simply go to symbol libraries and then get a manual switcher. It's gonna be this one. So here, and then control all, and then this one I need, and this one I need, and then delete. So now let's define the name of our subcircuit, the designation. So start triangle, that's correct. This time, instead of start triangle, we need to say here switch gear type, and then copy this, and then manual switch gear. Okay. Okay. Here also I need to put the same. Here I can say this is default, and then reference circuit is gonna be star triangle dot star triangle. Okay. So this is correct. And then right mouse button, create circuit. Here just to check switchgear type, manual switchgear. That looks right. So Control C, Control V, and then symbol library. And I will simply get a motorized switchgear. Then delete this one and then move this to the same line. Then we need to define now. That's not gonna be default this time. Star triangle reference circuit, that's correct. And switchgear type this time, instead of manual switchgear, this is motorized switchgear. Okay, and here also. Okay. As you can see, by the way, the alignment is so far according to these circuits. I just got as an inside left, but that can change. We have other options, of course. Design coordinates. If you say design coordinates, then it's gonna use the coordinates while designing. So it looked correct. This motorized switcher type motorized switcher, and then right mouse button, create circuit, and then simply go save. Everything looks correct. So then we go COFASO here and then create a new project. Now we will try to see the results of our work. Simply this tab is schematic. Yeah. So here, first of all, our main subcircuit. Here we have star triangle, star triangle. We didn't have any other option. So here we have motor types. Yes, we had an option. So here you see star triangle motor, the explanation I've made, and then right mouse button, start triangle motor with temperature, and it's gonna change automatically. Or with your mouse wheel also you can change. So here we go to the switchgear type. Here you see the manual switchgear, and with your mouse wheel you can basically change to motorized switchgear. So far I just wanted to explain the principles of our automation tool. Of course we can automate a lot of circuits like that. At the end we need to teach COFASO how to use your own projects to create a knowledge database. In the next videos, see you soon.